Yes, now, man, there's something I want to let you know. You see, in terms of marriage, that you are a rich man, you have money, you love your wife, you spend on her, you give her money, you buy clothes for her, you buy food for her, you give her everything, does will not keep her or make her not to cheat on you. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. If you have a bad woman, or you have a woman that cheating is in her blood, no matter the amount you spend on her, she must definitely cheat on you. There are some girls or some women, one bowler cannot satisfy them. No matter how hard you knock them doggy, knock them missionary, everything, give them money, they will not be satisfied. I want to let you know, for you that is a man watching this video, you are thinking that your money can make you keep your wife. It's a lie. I'm telling you the truth. You cannot keep her. In fact, the more you give her money, the more you encourage her to cheat. Because that your wife will have what? Boyfriend or boyfriends, or some men that she will be even giving money that will be knocking her. That somehow she loves them even more than you. I'm telling you that she feels that they knock her very well and satisfy her. The mistake some men are doing, which I always say, is that once they see a girl or a woman, they don't check the spiritual angle. They just see how beautiful she is. Either a black woman we have a woman that are black, or black beauty, or a fair woman with a big nyash, big breast, very attractive and beautiful, and has character. Whenever that girl or that man sees you, she greets you with hey, good morning, sir, and she looks responsible. You feel she's a wife material without asking or checking the spiritual angle. Like in one of my videos, I say that some girls and some women have spiritual husbands, and that spiritual husbands will always be pushing them, disturbing them, pushing them to be knocking different boys and men. They cannot stay with one man. And some women have do that. You need to do that spiritual work and to settle, to make sure you deliver them. Or else you thinking that because of your money. No. This issue of cheating that women do is more spiritual than what you think. Some of these girls or women, they don't know when they do these things. It is spiritual. Why some know? Actually, there are just bad, but some of them are spiritual problems, spiritual husbands. And some men, their wives has problem of spiritual husbands, and they have not done the work, the spiritual work, to separate or to settle the spiritual world husband, so that your wife will be free and faithful to you. You have not done it. You think it's your money, spend on her. You are wasting your time. If you check those that you see, married women that cheat more are wives of rich men. Go and do your research. Or at least average men. I'm telling you, money is not their problem. So, the advice I have for men is that before you marry any girl or any woman, try to have options. I normally say this. Why I say option? You can't just date a girl only or a woman and feel she's the best. No. No matter how she's good to you, have options. As a man, try to have as much girlfriends, as much women as possible, so that you can study their characters and you know the differences. You calculate. Just be taking records without each of them knowing, so that you find out the best. Then before you get married, try to look for a shepherd, a pastor, prophet or prophetess. Those ones you love, write their names. I'm telling you, their surname. If, for instance, 5 or 6 of those girls you love, or those women, write their names. Try to do spiritual search. Don't forget it. And try to have as much shepherds, as much pastors and prophets. I know they have fake ones, but try to look for genuine ones that will do what? Pray and study these people spiritually, to know if they have any spiritual problem and how you can solve it, if at all you want to go ahead with them. To know those that will be good. Among all these now, which one will be your wife? It happens. And don't go to one, because you can't take the message of one shepherd, pastor, or prophet. Go to as much as possible. Search. God that lives in the third heaven cannot lie. He speaks. As far as, let's say, you went to 6 prophets, for instance, and out of those 6 prophets, let's say 3 out of them chooses, like those, like they list out 2 names of those girls that marry either of one of them, that they are okay, for instance. Why the other 3 says marry this one? But even you, within you, you know that among these options, at least 3 has said marry this. And now they picked out 2. Out of that 2, you have to check which one in relationship you have to calculate that are the best. Because God has spoken. You understand? Or let me assume you went to 7 or 8 prophets. I'm giving instance. Let me make it at least 8 prophets differently. They don't know each other. They don't know themselves. And now, out of that 8, 5 chooses 2 girls out of, let's say you submitted names of, let's say 8 or 9 women. I'm giving instance that God will choose for you. Now, out of those 8 prophets, 5 chooses, just marked out 2 names of 2 girls. That just choose one, that any of them is okay. You see, you will begin to check, okay, how many prophets recommend this? How many? Then if the number or numbers of prophets recommends 2, that is the voice of God. Because out of 8, 5 have recommended at least 2, that you should choose one. Do you understand? So now, from there, you know the one you love most. The one that you feel is better, then you choose. Because those 2, now, those are the girls or women that God wants you to marry. Then out of those 2, you know the one that you even love most, number 1. The one that loves you more. The one that helps you, that has put in her best in this relationship. Choose her and marry. That is how to make a good wife. And what you need to ask these shepherds and these prophets is not only good wife, will she be faithful? Because God that lives in the third heaven sees the future. No matter what. They will tell you that this person will be faithful or not. Because in marriage, faithfulness from a woman is even more important. You see the two things you should ask God to give you: a woman that will love you from the depth of her heart, respect you, and be faithful. Then you have a wife. So if you have any question, please drop those questions on the comment section. I'll reply you. Thank you.